start of their standard week. But Chris canceled.
Chris doesn't care about his health bar. He wants to mark and kill off Jway. Caught trying to get rid of a pink ward, and just like that, Weibo have wrestled control back over. Here's some topside momentum. Impale, Equalizer. That was a beautiful way to layer in the lava, but Jway gets clipped by Crisp, and he makes sure to trade out his support buddy. Has Unbreakable Will, so don't know if we really want to try and make this dive work any further, FPX. They're just going to take their plates, and he wants his revenge on the Care here in the 1v1. Both leader works being traded, and I don't think that Chris is even going to be needed here. Breathe. One more snip with the scissors should pick up the Bolo, and he does. Feats of Warfare, the revenge of 2 jobs. Watch Breathe come in from the bottom of your screen. Is Chris going to go in first, get the knock-up on Ajachi, who's trying to kite back, but he's running right into Gwen. He's running right at the big bad Gwen for Weibo, who knocks him down. Needlework coming out as well. Jway is the next one to fall. Crisp and Light pushing through the front line. 2 victory here for Weibo as they mop the...
Chris making another play.
Yep, Chris making another play, another headbutt back into his team. This time Jway gonna cast the back of the storm, but it's just too little too late. Chris was able to get back out. Chains of Corruption not gonna hold anybody at bay. Light trying to kite back that lethal tempo, procking. Chris going in again.
Another great play. Wow.
Chris wants seconds, thirds, and fourths the way he keeps returning to the buffet that is FPX. My lord, cut down 2 more members, and Weibo can go right back to that Otacon, and I haven't seen Jway really unlocking these fights for FPX or IYY come away with any sort of impale. Maybe they'll look for it now as WBG are trying to set up camp in their own jungle, but Jway gets sectioned off pretty well by Chris, and now the taunts and the CC chains start to land. Jway back out to safety, and now the knockups start to stack. Care is down, taunt lands, IYY down next. Flashing forward from Chris was a bit audacious, but that's what you can do when you're rolling a game as bad as Weibo are.
Well, excuse it. I think the Cheers TP, it's really aggressive in terms of posturing for Baron, and there's just never a chance for them to even look for a coherent fight. And it doesn't even matter, because, I mean, let's be honest, this game's over anyway.
Hey, Gubby, remember the Galio damage conversation we had? Picture, give you a video. Yeah.
Oh,
Impale gets the Trickster and the real one, but Tien just flashes after Jachi and executes him, and guess what? Big Bad Xiao, who comes over through with the hero's entrance. There's nothing for FPX to do. They're just too far behind and too outclassed in this game. And now it's time to just hunt them down one by one if you're Weibo, diving through inhibitor turrets. Sheer barely going to be able to survive.
We made the game a lot easier for everyone. That Silas got melted through Alistar ult in the last fight. My lord, Weibo, we were asking for dominance, asking for a statement, asking for something that FPX, they're able to throw.
Yep, a gift to Tien. Good call there by Chris to cancel those backs, and another play.
His pick, like the damage, it does fall off later on compared to the Oriana. So,
the shockwave hits absolutely nobody. Xiao who casts it way too early. Now he's got to deal with Sheer right on top of his. Chris was going to charm up a bunch of FPX members, but Xiao who was dead. There was no way to save him. Killer instinct forward. Good dash back towards Chris, but Light
is. IWar.
Yeah, IYY's going to flash, hit the eye, and then smite it to secure it. Now Tien has got to be back on the back foot here. Breathe can use the playblitz trying to protect him, but Tien is on a one-way mission. And he's
caught a siren, and now he's catching, 4 members in the bot lane.
Cubby going forward is, overload onto his side, find kills, find pressure, because you need to drag Breathe to the wall here. Paranoia back forward. IYY's going to go on in. Melee gets charmed up with a Pop Blossom. Hits onto all 3 members. Shockwave comes back down. And Xiao, who is still finding a way to turn this fight. And with the healing of the Thunder Sky, Tien nearly finds Jachi as well. Chris was going to go in with the Shockwave into the knockup. They're going after the Nocturne, and Tien picks up the kill. Great marking of the jungler, and now Baron is basically leashed here for Weibo. FPX, what can you do? Do you have to fight? Do you have to leave? They're going to go forward with a Pop Blossom onto 4 members, and the Scion steals away the Baron for FPX. Sure, they're going to lose 2 members, but Sheer just got away with a heist.
That was a heroic. I do like how Weibo, we really see Jachi get stymied.
Oh, it's
stopped in her tracks.
Guys, Crisp is still alive, and Weibo are taking inhibitor turrets. Is that worth for Chris? That took 20 seconds. After Tien without flash, Crescent Guard doesn't mean squad because FPX drop all the damage on top of him. Good double snare also comes across as Jachi goes in the backline, flashes away from the grand entrance. Jachi is just turning, burning through Weibo, but the shockwave will tag him. It looks like he's done enough though. It's Xiaohu and Breathe are the only 2 left to try and deal with the rest of FPX. Care gets caught in the play place though, and now they've lost all their damage, and Breathe is starting to free roam on to this fight.
So available for Weibo.
This Baron on their own. IYY is definitely healthy enough. They're going to go after after the Scion. The lights go out just so FPX can secure this Baron. Sheer is going to die for the Baron that FPX are going to get. Now they've got to get out with these 4 members sporting the purple banner. It's kind of a hide-and-seek game for Weibo. They're not going to catch Jachi. He gets his back off. They instead go after Care, who does manage to kill off Chris and gets another stack of his dash back up, but he is surrounded. Xiao, who has to be careful not to die next. There's a Shockwave. Once again, hits no one, and it forces a cleanse out from Light just to make sure they kill off Care. On the back end, the lights are going to go out. They need to make sure they mark Care. TPing on the backside as the Paranoia is going to go down on Etienne with that GA, but Xiao, who is charmed up, and the Pop Blossom hits onto 4 members of Weibo. It has to be Light trying to go back to front on the wrong side of mid lane. They have to go forward now. It's going to have to be a hero steal from IOI. He doesn't get it. Tien secures the Elder, and that's just going to ruin the entire game plan for FPX. He goes down valiantly. It's all on FPX to try and clear these waves out. Jue's going to go for the Pop Blossom again. Hits onto multiple members, but you can't get Jachi in. Jachi is your win condition, and he's got Tien flashing up on top of him. Tien maybe went a little bit too far forward. The Shockwave is going to find IYY, but Jachi needs to survive, but he doesn't have any time. His health bar disintegrates. FPX's chances in this game disintegrate. Their chances in this series gone. Their chances in play-ins locked in thanks to the Weibo 2-0 sweep.
Look, it was a better game too.